Good evening. Welcome to my weekly live. Do you know, I've just noticed I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. I'm going to click over, so if you have a little gap in me doing so, bear with me. It will just maybe freeze for a second, but I'm going to swap over, otherwise it's going to be a fuzzy connection for the whole of the live. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully I'm back. Hello. Good evening. Hope you are all well. That was my fault for not checking the Wi-Fi connection before I came on. So hopefully if there's a few people still around in the comments, if you can just let me know that I'm still here, then that would be marvellous. Tonight, I thought we would play with the Wildflower Design stamp set. So that is this one here. I know I've used this one before on a live, but I thought it'd be good to get that one back out again. Now, the comments have completely stopped. So I'm thinking that me swapping over has caused a bit of a problem. I might need to restart if it doesn't kick back in. I'll keep going for the moment, for a minute, and then we will see where we get to. So I will just get the bits and bobs out on my desk. So we've got dies, we've got stamp sets, and paper that was in the sale. Let me just check. Does look like I am still live. Good evening, Jackie. Now interestingly, I can see comments on Facebook, but they are not pulling through to we're back in action. Right, ignore me. I'm here. Right, back. Technical issues have... I should have probably just left it on the other Wi-Fi. It's a dangerous game to play, isn't it? Swapping Wi-Fis while you're live. All good fun. Hi, Paul. Hi, Sue. Hi, Jackie. Good evening. Right, let me show the paper. And we can. Hi, Louisa. Right, we have got this one here. If you haven't seen this paper, it is gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Wild wheat, moody mauve. What other colours are in here? What's the blue? Boho blue, I think. Misty Moonlight, it says. Crumb Cake Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, and Wild Wheat. But gorgeous papers. So I thought we'd take some inspiration from these colours and do a little something. And this is in the sale, so in UK prices down to £9.99 a packet, with the % off. So it's in the DSP sale at the moment. That I was running out of this paper. I only had a few scraps left. I'd used it for a class, and so I topped mine up in the sale. So bargain. And yeah. So the dies that come with it are these ones. This bundle. It's got this. This is obviously left in from me cutting something out. That will be helpful. A little bit of a frame. And I've got this. I've not used this one. That's not been off the pack. And then the ones that cut out the flowers. So you get a good selection of dies in there as well. With all my new pre-order goodies, so autumn goodies, Christmas goodies all arriving, I was so tempted to use new stuff, and I thought, no, do you know, it's only the middle of August. Let's use something that is in the annual catalogue that hasn't been inked loads. There is plenty of time for the new things. So I'm talking of new things. The catalogue launch okay, fine. The catalogue launch that I have on the 8th of September is open to everyone, but it closes tonight is when it closes. So I will check the numbers and I will close it tomorrow morning when I get up. Over my cup of coffee is my job. So my morning cup of coffee, and I will close that class out and count out the final numbers. So if you would like a kit to come along to my online catalogue launch, then you can still grab a spot. They're £20 for the make and take kits. And you'll get a selection of goodies in there, mostly from the reindeer and the snowy scenes for the make and takes, and then a selection of other bits and bobs. And I will be demonstrating, I think I've got 4 demos planned throughout the day. So it's from 10:30 till 3, so lots of things to share with you. It's £12 for the day if you're not part of my membership, and if you're part of my membership, then it is free. But anyone is welcome to join. Right, let me grab. I've grabbed watercolour, shock horror. I'm gonna grab my StazOn. Does look like an allium. So pretty. I'm going to go StazOn. Remember we did purple ones. If you look back through my previous lives, I did some purple watercolouring with this a while back. And when I did my class, it was my at-home class. We paired up this with the online Magnolia set, and it went beautifully. It went really, really well together. Now, I'm thinking that doesn't need much colour. I'm going to hold fire on that for a minute. I have to say, not long before, evening Alison, not long before I came on live, I had a load of Christmas stuff on my desk. So I've flipped from Christmas trees and glimmer paper to flowers and more muted colours. So my brain is taking a little minute to figure out what on earth I'm doing. So you have to bear with me a second while I just try and sort that out in my head. I should have stopped playing with the Christmas stuff about an hour ago and cleared up, and then that would have given me a chance to have a little think. So I pulled the ink pads out that coordinate with the papers. So we've got Moonlight, Moody Mauve and Wild Wheat. So I'm going to go in with the Misty Moonlight first. Now, I do have a paintbrush that was very blue, so I might use that one. So what have you all been up to? We went off, I went to Southampton yesterday, went off and did a little bit of shopping, which was lovely. Had lunch out, of course, which was nice while we were out. I think. And then this morning we had I did do it. I washed my car. I mean, I was outside doing that. But Steve was having a good clear out of our garage. So all exciting things going on in our house today. You went to the Bignor Sunflowers. Was it good, Alison? Amanda went to Wisley. Oh, beautiful. Hey, Hazel. Only been to Wisley once before, and it was beautiful. Really lovely. Really loved it. It was lovely to walk around, and I imagine at different times you get all the different seasons of flowers and things. So yeah, it was lovely. Jackie's been at a local town festival. Lovely. Was there a chance to buy any condiments like jams and things like that? I love a jam or a chutney or a sauce or something. I love that. It might not have been that kind of festival, but Net's been gutting her kitchen. Not so fun, but nice for the end result. So he says unpacking and washing after. Oh, did you have a good holiday? Oh, local wine. That's totally acceptable as well, Jackie. I mean, condiments and wine, one or the other. This is lovely colour. You could pick as many as you want for £5. Bargain. As many flowers, as many sunflowers as you want for £5. What is a bargain? Right. I'm just going to get my mossy meadow. And am I in close enough? I think. I don't know how. It looks okay on my screen, but then I can see the close-up. I can see the real thing. So it's good for me. But if it's not close enough, let me know and I'll pop the camera a bit closer. Louisa went to Wisley too. There's a Shaun the Sheep statue. Oh, cute. Oh yeah, pre-order so. Oh yes. So as demonstrators, we are now in the time of being able to see all the lovely new things from the new mini September to December catalogue. So August is our month where we can pre-order and get our hands on goodies early, which is nice. So we can start preparing things, playing and making samples, or just generally getting ahead and using the products early. And then the catalogue goes live to everyone on the 4th of September, which at the moment in my head is just like, that is September is months away in my head, and I know it's only a few weeks, but still enjoying summer too much to be thinking about the back to school madness. So all the green is done in wild wheat. No, it's not. Mossy meadow. Just checking you are listening. Jill says spent my birthday money on pre-order. Woohoo! Nice. Simply made by hand. Hello, hello. I love doing watercolour. I love watercolouring too. One of my faves. Although I wasn't very organised for it tonight, I have to say. I didn't make sure I didn't have a bowl of extra. Do you know, I got these fancy yogurts. We were in went to Marks and Spencer's the other day for a few bits and pieces, and I was obviously going around there hungry because I was like, oh, I'll get this, and oh, I get that, and there was no rhyme or reason to my shopping purchases. It was just random things that I was plucking off the shelf that looked nice and tasty. But I did spy some fancy yogurts, and the yogurts came in these cute little pots, these glass jars, and so it was like a lemon. It was like a lemon base and then a yogurt on top. But that's a cute little pot, and I thought it was a perfect size, like it's hand size. It looks massive because I've got my camera in close, but it's like the perfect size if I've been organised enough to put water in, and that's like a little plastic top that you can just pull off. So it washed out nicely, and then I did some sticky stuff remover and got the label off properly. So I've got a little jar, and I've got another one with a strawberry yogurt in my fridge. So I've got a second one. When I get around to eating that yogurt, I'll have a second pot for watercolouring. I am simply made by hand. I'm not sure of your name. Feel free to drop it in the comments if you want to. I am based in Littlehampton on the south coast. Right by the sea, which is a lovely area. I have chopped up. I was out of my Fluid 100, so Stampin' Up! Self Fluid 100 paper. I have to say that is not Fluid 100. It is watercolour, and it is is it hot or cold? I'm not sure. I now have some more Fluid 100, but I'm using the stuff that I bought. It is, what did I say, hot pressed and smooth watercolour. Hi Bailey. Amanda says not far from me. No, not far. You're in West Sussex as well. Right, let me do some wild. No, oh, my colours completely muddled. I am looking at the names on the front and the colour. I'm saying something completely different. Moody Mauve. Just do a little bit of that. I thought I was going to use Moody Mauve a lot when the in colours came out, and it's probably one I've not used quite so much, but I have to say I've started to use it more by pairing it with Bubble Bath, and it just lifts it a little bit. Like if the darker, more autumnal colours are not your bag, pairing it with Bubble Bath is a nice way to give that a bit of a lift. Right, let me move these papers out of the way and we'll give these a cut. So these have all got dies. Hurrah. They're not, to be fair, I'm glad they've got dies. They're not the easiest ones, and especially where I've watercoloured a bit looser outside the lines. I think the dies, I do like fussy cutting. If you're new here, I love fussy cutting and using my paper snips to cut out. But I am using dies because you just get the nice shape around that then, don't you? So, let me drop my scissors. So we'll get a few on here, and I've just used my tape. So I just use some removable Scotch tape, and then we'll hold those in place. And get that one on as well, so we can do that at the same time. Dies, yeah. And then that stem will cut out nicely. I have to say, the dies, I purchased this bundle. I'm glad I've got the flowers because I've enjoyed using them. But when I initially purchased this bundle, I purchased it because I really like these big frames. So that is what had attracted me to the bundle. And then the other bits then became a bit of a bonus. I'm going to make a full card. So Bailey says, am I making samples or making stickers? I'm going to make a full card. So we'll pull that together. Let's do, that's not the right die. This one here. And whoop. I'm hoping I've got enough bits and bobs. I had it in my head. If I'm never very organised with things, wreath is my go-to thing. Like Sylvia says, Facebook won't let me see your live, but you're commenting on Facebook. Maybe just refresh if you can hear me, or pop over to YouTube, because I am also over there. I did swap my Wi-Fi over at the beginning, so hopefully that's not caused you an issue, but I've got Facebook open on my phone and I can see it. So that's something at your end. Okay. This one. Okay, we've got all our flowers. Let's have a little look-see at those dies back in a pile, so I've got them safe. Right, I did sort out of my ribbons earlier this afternoon. So sorted them all out and took out any retired ones that are out of and put them in. So I've got some boxes of ribbons in my cupboard that are by colour. So when some ribbon retires, I don't get rid of the ribbon. I put it into that box and then I'll use it for like gift wrapping or other projects or what have you. But it's not immediately on my desk to grab, but I've got like a yellow box and a green box and a blue box. And I was opening the boxes to put some of the ribbons in there. And every time I do that, do you remember the baked brown sugar stretchy ribbon that we had? And there was some lace ribbon as well and some thick wide stripes. And I was like, oh, it takes me back. I love looking through it all. I was like looking at all the pretty ribbons. Right, let's bring in some papers. What we're gonna do. This is mostly bluey bits, so thinking this piece, let's go with that because it's a little bit more subtle, it's not got a heavy pattern on it, and it goes with the allium. Something Leslie, good morning. I actually caught you live 5:30. I hope you have a strong cup of coffee, Leslie. I would if it was that time of the morning. Although sometimes when you wake up and you flick on your phone and you catch a live, it's kind of mindless watching, isn't it? When you're just kind of waking up. Right, that's that on there. And I've got in my desk, I've got a bundle of circles and bits that are pre-cut. If we go sort of to I'll keep a few of them out. What else have I got? That's about it, I think. Oh, there's that little one. I can always cut some more, it's not a problem. I've also got this frame. Cute. These little flowers going across there. Oh, Saskia, that's not good. Up early, normally watch the replay. Oh, well, you caught me live. Right, what should we do with this? It needs zhuzhing up a little bit, doesn't it? It needs a little bit of something. Yeah. Let's grab some Misty Moonlight cards. Oh, pretty, aren't they? Pretty colours. I'm wondering if we could maybe have these kind of coming along the way was nice, but maybe down that way. Might need one more of this flower across there, or that way a bit more. That's kind of nice. Let's do that. Let's so that's about 7 centimeters. Let's cut that. 7. So we've got that on there. Those flowers. What do we reckon? Do we need more flowers? More flowers. Not sure. Could keep it fairly simple on this one, and then we could do another. We could do. I'm looking for some ribbon. Now my ribbon is all sorted. Got some silver. I've got silver ribbon, which is quite pretty. Got a little zhuzh of ribbon up there somewhere. Do a sentiment. I think so, Louisa. Like, I'm thinking some gold, not on this card, but like some gold embossing would look nice, just generally, wouldn't it? With the wild wheat, I have to say, that was going. Let's do a sentiment on here. Don't know why I'm so stumped with this tonight. It's causing me a little bit of a, I think because I was in Christmas mode. I was properly full on. Right, let's do some stamping on the background. So Misty Moonlight on Misty Moonlight. So tone on tone. And we can have that on there. What about some silver foil? I always reach for gold. That is my go-to. I love the gold foil. Let's get a little bit of silver. Now I do. So I purchased. Oh, it's quite bluey actually. The silver. Here we go. So you've got the copper, gold, and the silver. What's it paper? Like it's got a texture too, hasn't it? The wild wheat ribbon would look really pretty, wouldn't it? Let's do a little bit of this silver. Oh, it looks a bit bluey, so that's perfect. That peeking out. I do have the new wild wheat ribbon. That looks pretty. I'm thinking wild wheat ribbon. I'm thinking ahead to the next one. Wild wheat ribbon, a bit of gold, some wild wheat paper. Nice combo, wouldn't it? Right, so we've got our silver foil behind there. There. Those bits, I'm just going to plop them there for a minute. And that's the technical term for it. Or just pop or plop them. Some ribbon. And we'll tie that together with some white twine. Where you need an extra pair of hands, isn't it? Right, I'll tie that together. And we'll have our white as well. All the embellishments on before we've white. And something to go across that. So whether I use this one, it's a bit, or just a strip of like card. What sentiments are in this set? What have we got for sentiments? Where have I put the stamps at? Sending happy thoughts. That'll be nice. Let's do that. Did you blink? I pulled the silver ribbon out. But I have got the wild wheat though. We'll definitely do something with that. Right, sending happy thoughts. Love the script in this one. You've got sending happy thoughts. You've been on my mind, and thank you. I quite like the wider band. Let's just trim it a little, a smidge. Take a smidge off. I've just trimmed it down top and bottom, taking a little smidge. And then what we'll do, just snip in. Font is lovely, isn't it? Wish I could write. I mean, my handwriting's okay, but that's lovely. It's not as nice as that. Let's go a bit more. Trim that down. And then we can sort of slot these around, maybe coming down this way. I've gone from across to down to around. I've changed my mind, but I think that's nice. Right, let me do that. Let me put that onto some what I should do is I should draw a name to get this card sent to them. Sending happy thoughts. That would be a nice card, wouldn't it, to send out to someone? I will do. Let's think. Pop that on there. Should we pop that up? Put that on dimensionals. Net says, what if you cut one of the bigger shapes in mauve and then your ribbon and sentiment? Cut the like the frame bit. I think I'm with you. Got enough dimensionals on there. Let's have that paired up. You've got the paper and then the stamping with the touch of foil, which is pretty. And then we'll have this banner. I'm going to just try and hit that knot of the bow just off the edge of here, so that it doesn't kind of add too much bulk. I'm okay with that sticking out a little bit. You've got a bit of grace on a card, haven't you, for space in the envelope. And then we can have some of these. So glue dots will be handy dandy. And how many more? We got 3. 3 glue dots. Is there ever a point when you have too many dimensionals? I think you can over-dimensional. I don't think that's a thing. Someone correct me. But I don't think you can. I mean, it just goes up to a small parcel, doesn't it? I mean, you know, it's fixable. Let's say it's fixable. Have these flowers coming out from around. I did like it going down there, but where the sentiment has ended up going, we've ended up just with it in a different space. I'm kind of okay with that coming down there. Let's add some sparkles. Now I've got the, can you guess which ones I'm going to go for? So adhesive back metallic gems. You get silver, gold. I used most of them. I've only got 4 left. Copper, and then so you've got the silver in 2 sizes, the gold in 2 sizes, and then the copper in 2 sizes. So I'm going to use some of these little silver. It makes a change, doesn't it, to have the silver? Nice. Just for something. The druzy would be, yes, the druzy dots. I showed these last week, aren't they? They are just stunning. They are in the new catalogue. They are gorgeous. Being a little bit frugal with them at the minute. I need to be brave and use them because they're so pretty. I keep just looking at how pretty they are. I used some last week, but I need to just get using them. Super sparkles. Yeah, we should name them Super Sparkles. Right, let's put this onto a card base. We'll just go Misty Moonlight. And I can then add that onto there. I'm just going to trim that front or give it a... If I use my bone folder, if I hold that together, then I can just give that a nice crease, and then that will sit on there perfectly. So there we go. We've got like a slight overhang with that banner, but I'm pretty sure it'll either get trimmed or just fits. Look, it just fits in that envelope. So we're good. I mean, I could possibly trim it like a tiny bit. It only needs to come up a little bit, doesn't it? There we go. Better. That'll fit fine. Let's stick this on, and then we shall make another. I've got gold and wild wheat and new wild wheat ribbon and all of that good stuff in my head. So we'll do a second one in different colour. There you go. Let's put a white inside. These are pre-cut white panels. I cut mine to 14.5 by 10.2 centimetres. And then you've got a skinny border inside your card. And then we can maybe just stamp this doodad inside. One or two. One's quite nice, isn't it? Let's do one, and we can maybe do the same across the envelope. We could have a few on the envelope, couldn't we? Oh, just one. No, I was going to go kind of a few there. A little trio on the envelope. Lovely Kathleen. How are you? Late today. Sweet card. That's my first card, Kathleen. So if you're here and around, I'm just about to make a second. So on the flap. I know I normally do it on there actually. I could do one on the back as well. It just, when you write the address and put a stamp on it, it's quite nice to have it on the front, isn't it? So there we go. Right, that is card number 1. Let's make a second. Now I'm thinking wreath, gold, wild wheat, ribbon, sparkles, all the things. Let's do so let me tempting to use watercolour cardstock again. I'm a huge fan of watercolour. But let me have a think. Now I'm just grabbing the DSP that's got the wild wheat in it, so we can have a little look at that, and then we'll have a think about what we're doing. That one. I think that's all the wild wheat pattern. side. Thank you, Leslie. There is now. I wasn't going to get too excited. Oh, do you know what I've had on my desk? Like squirrel moment. Then that was like, hang on. Right. So back in the room. Anyway, I've had this stamp set for ages. This one, and I hadn't used it very much. Loved it. Love it. Still love it. It's an online exclusive. I put little blue dots on my online exclusive stamp set so I can see them on my shelf and know that they're not in the catalogue. I know that they're online only. I've used this on a sparkling can card, and I've got another one coming up, not tomorrow but next Monday, with this bit background. So we could use this one, and if you've also thought, oh, I love that stamp set, and bought it from the online exclusives and not yet used it very much, then we can use that in combination for a bit of background. So anyway, that's my thoughts. It's on the desk, so let me, and you're probably thinking that doesn't necessarily go, but we'll get there. Right, so I am going to go watercolour. I'm going to go a little snippet of that paper, and I'm going to use this background for a bit of gold, a bit of extra gold. Right, let's take a small piece of our, welcome to everyone joining. Let's see. Through watercolour. So I'm going to take my water now. Is this one? I've used most of the water out of that barrel of that pen, so it's not that I don't want to use that paintbrush, it's that I've used most of the water. I'm just going to use the bigger paintbrush for the minute, just to apply the water, and then we'll take our wild wheat. There's a little bit of movement in that water on there, and then we're going to take the wild wheat and apply that over the card. I mean, wild wheat is one of those colours, isn't it? Love it or hate it. I think it's a bit like Marmite. I quite like it. And when you start to apply gold and things like that to it, it does pick up the goldy tones. It is one of those kind of mustardy colours. Right, let's dry this. Colour to stay on there. If you're not a wild wheat fan, bear with me on this one, because I think hopefully it will come together. I'm just going to heat down that dry. Okay, so this is where we can bring in some of that background. So we're going to bring in And that to sort of, that one maybe. So I'm thinking this one might be a bit heavy, so I'm thinking maybe these blocks or splatters. Let's go blocks. We will pop some of our bossing buddy on there just to take the static off, and then we'll grab our Versamark and I want that kind of there. Going towards the outer kind of edges, because I'm thinking that what I'm going to put is going to be more central, like circular in the middle. So you're not going to see, if I put it across the middle, you're not going to see it anyway. We're going to end up covering it all up. We've got our gold embossing powder. We'll just catch where we've done that Versamark. And you can always add more. I think that'll be okay for now. So we've got our gold. Is that a heat? Gold on the wild wheat, which gives a gorgeous shine. So I love heat embossing, but gold and the metallics are such a wow. They're always lovely to add. Let's do some gold. So if you've joined a bit later, I was saying at the beginning, my catalogue launch is taking place on the 8th of September. And so my catalogue launch is taking place on the 8th of September. So you've still got a chance to join that. It closes for kits tonight. So tonight is the deadline, and tomorrow morning I will close it on my website. So you'll have into the early hours of the morning. I will be asleep. And tomorrow morning I will wake up and close it off. So if you want to be sure to get a spot, then you need to do it tonight. So if you're joining online only, then you have up until midday on the Friday, so on the Saturday even, because the launch is on the Sunday. So on the 7th you've got till midday, so that I can get you into the group and all of that kind of stuff. But if you'd like a kit, then they close. And if you just go to coastalcrafter.com, and then there's a big button that says classes, and it is in there along with my other online classes as well. So I've got open at the moment an autumn changing, what's it called? Changing leaves. That's a single class. That one is still open for booking. That's on the 14th of September. And I've got my Nest of Winter class, and that's at the end of the month. And then, of course, I have my retreat that is happening. And the online retreat is happening I'm not sure. The dates have escaped me because I'm multitasking. I need to look. A little while off. Early November, I think. But so places are open for that now. And then it says, ooh, that background is pretty. Watercolouring is the only way I like wild wheat. Who else is within that? Is anyone else not a fan? So we've got a bunch of flowers, all in the gold, and then we can go ahead and paint these. So we'll just loose paint these. We will use Mossy Meadow, Wild Wheat, and then maybe now the paper, I'm just looking at the paper because the paper has some Moody Mauve on it as well. So we can bring in some Moody Mauve and we can bring in some brown leaves, but Carol says love wild wheat. See? Shaz loves it as well. Leslie's not even opened her ink pad. It could be a tricky one. Right, let's get these painted. So just add, so we'll just plop on the colour. We're going to go super quick. Just adding a little touch. Maybe do some. I nearly did them all in wild wheat then. Let's do some in. Moody Mauve. Oh, my brush was a bit wild wheaty when I've gone in with that colour, but that's okay. I'll have a bit of pink into that as well. So it just kind of mixes the two colours a little. Let's do water. So we will. I know, right, Liz? It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's exactly that. It's not that you don't necessarily you don't dislike it. It's not that you don't like it. It's just trying to use it or using it with different colours, isn't it? It's it can be a tricky colour, but I think where it appears in papers, it's quite helpful because then it gives you ideas to kind of mix and match it. But if you're more of a brights person, then it can be tricky. But coming into the autumn, no, we're not into autumn everywhere in the world. Some of you are coming into spring, but the autumnal colours, the wild wheat will go with it. There's orange and browns and yellows and go along with it. Right. Got those. Let's dry them off. I'll give them a quick blast. And a dab with the tissue. Just to speed it along. How quickly can I wind these through? I should have prepared myself a little bit for this. Sorry, I've only got one die. I wonder if I could fussy cut quicker than I could die cut. All the way through. I didn't. I don't think I did. Whoops. Be trying to be too quick. Whoops. One down. And the Mini is such a great machine for these little bits and bobs that you do when you're just sat at your desk. Liz says she likes how I've used the gold embossing. Yeah, the gold embossing adds to everything, doesn't it? Yeah. Now I've how fast can I die cut? I know. I'm definitely getting a workout, Jackie. Go quicker, go quicker. Three more to go. See, when I've gone to this effort of doing this and I've cut this many, now when I come to make the card, I'm like, I'm now determined to use them all, even if they're probably not needed. I'm like, right, I'm going to make these all go on the project because now I've cut them out. And I've made you wait for me to cut them out. Okay. Funny. Last one. It wasn't too bad, was it? Not as fast as I can fussy cut. I'm not sure. I think the die's won out on that one tonight. So let's do, rather than a circle, let's do a this one. I've got that die. And we could cut. Ooh. Is it going to be too much? Can you have too much gold? Is that a thing? Can you have too much gold? Maybe. Oh. Gold bits. And this one. Just stitch shape. I mean, even if we don't use them on this card, they will come in handy. They'll go into my little drawer on my desk of bits and bobs and then I can use them on other cards anyway. Right, I'm done, I think, with the die cutting. Let's pop that out the way and just say, look how beautiful they are. That's in that gold the gold 12 by 12. So let's pull this together. I mean, you've got a gold frame. We can have just like, we could just frame and have like a single flower. I mean, that would be a waste of having die cut them all, wouldn't it? I'm sitting there going, no, she's not going to do that. Never. Quite like the frilly edge bits of that I could maybe chop and have. Might use that in a different way to the frame. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a wreath going. We're going to bring in some of the DSP. This is going to be in all the things at the card. I'm not sure, but Wild Wheat and Gold, that has just what's it on the card? Despite having taken inspiration from that paper, I'm not sure it now goes because that's gone more like light colour than that. But anyhow, we will see. I've got my bow punch floating around. Good. Gold leaves. Did we use that last week? I can't remember what we made. I can't remember what we made last week. I need to go look at the photo. How bad's that? I've been busy making lots of other bits and pieces in the meantime though, so. See if we can go all the way around. Got enough flowers to do it, I think. Probably enough flour to go all the way around, or we could go half, which could be quite nice. We could come that way. Yeah, I think we might go half, and then I will put maybe a thank you. That's small enough. That scallop die is pretty, isn't it? Nice. Early espresso. Let's do. See, I want to use this rather than I really want to use that rather than the circles, just because. I mean, I love my circles, but I want to use the die that is with this sweet. So let me see. So we could do something like that, but I did, Carol. That is right. Thank you. I used the pre-ordered Regal Flora. I do remember now. I've slept since then, but I do remember. And if you missed it, you can catch it on the replay. So all the replays are on my YouTube channel, which is the easiest way to find them. And then you can catch the replay on there. I really want to use that paper, but it's just not going. Right, it's okay. We can take inspiration from the paper and we don't have to force ourselves to use it. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Let's put these. Yes. These are blue dots. Oh, more there. I did do quite a few, didn't I? Oh, I've got you, Sue. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, send me a message to remind me, but no problems at all. Oh, donut. Just cut that leaf. Distracted. Step away from the circle. I am. I'm going to step away from the circle. The circle has been moved. I'm not having it. I love you, circles, but you're not allowed to play out today. Okay. Look at that. I've got a little row of flowers. Pretty. I'm gonna be brave and I'm just gonna chop this, I think. I'm just gonna it's just too much. I just don't want so much of it. So I'm thinking like top and bottom. It's lovely, but it's too much on this particular card, just with everything else we've got going on. So I might have some scallops there, or at the bottom, or in there. See, look, we have some scallops. That looks cool. Quite like that. Just have them like tucking in. I might trim them up and just have a shorter kind of scalloped piece under there. So we'll measure it on this bit because that is the same as the white. If I do that, that's the top bit. And then the bottom bit. There. If I put a teeny tiny bit of glue. Ah, lovely Jacqueline. This is just joining and I'm liking what I'm seeing. See, a lot of gold and wild wheat going on is what you're seeing. Let's put that under there. That would have been easier before I stuck it on, but you know, I can't. You can't always make the decisions before these things happen. Right, let's tuck that in there. Like, so we've got our scalloped top and bottom in the gold. We can keep them. We could do a similar thing on a white bit, couldn't we? Keep them for another card. Right, let's see if we can get some of these flowers going on here. Let's get this. I think I'm going to go like there. Just start to come in and round. And tuck some of these foliage bits in. I don't know what we're going to do across the front to hide all of this mess. A bow, possibly. Let's see. Let's trim that down. Under pressure. Crafting on the fly at its best. Exactly. Jacqueline, too true. Oh, Jackie said the crafting on the fly. It looked more like, yeah, I know, it looks more like crushed curry. Who knew where this one was going to end up tonight? Not me. I need something across the front there. A nice wild wheat bow. I mean, like, if we're going to throw everything at it, we might as well throw a bow as well. Just might be a bit heavy for that background. I'm not sure. Not sure on this one. Are we liking this one? Is it too wild wheaty? I mean, you can't tell what shape's under there now. It's so covered in stuff. Cut it in half. Yes. Good shout, Jacqueline. Here's ribbon. This is a new ribbon, and so this is wild wheat with like white down the middle, like meshy kind of white. And so it will be available in the new catalogue. Which, if you love wild wheat, then there's a wild wheat ribbon, which I do. What ribbon is that? Yes, it is Wild Wheat 164061 in the new catalogue. It is with, what is it with? It is with, I'll have a quick flick in a minute. I won't do that. I won't multitask and cut the ribbon in half because I need to make sure that I keep all my fingers. Because these scissors are super sharp. It is with, let me have a quick flick because it was with the Splendid Autumn Suite. So page 36 and 37 of the new mini. It appears on that page, 36, 37. Right, let's put that together with some gold. So this, I've just cut the 1/8 of an inch gold, which is an online exclusive gold. It comes as a gold and a silver combo. If you haven't already got that, it is awesome. But that will just give that a bit of a sparkle, and it definitely makes the wheat then much more gold. Not bad. It's a lot of gold on there, isn't it? I'm not sure we need I'm not sure we need those scallops on there. I think it's possibly a bit too much. I'm tempted to pull them off. I'm going to do that. I don't know if I can save that bit underneath. Sometimes, just that's better. Didn't need the extra. We're going to go big bow or biggish bow. Biggish bow for what I'm putting on there. Right, let's glue dot that on. What a mess my desk is. I'm having a good time tonight. It's a sign of a good time, isn't it, when the desk is chaos? Thank you. And we'll put some extra sparkles in way of metallic gems. I've only got big gold to use up, but that's okay. I can use them and kind of tuck them. I might pull that one out from under there. 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 There's better, I think. Maybe. Why am I being so indecisive with the gems tonight? There we go. Right there. That's on there. Let's put that on with some doodads. Dimensionals. So we've got our wild wheat, we've got our gold ribbon cut in half, both of them cut in half. Very good suggestion, Jacqueline, because it was looking a bit too heavy on the front of that. That's a lot of flowers and embossing on there. Have I stuck that straight? I'm not sure I have. Second time lucky. Flowers are a bit not in the way, but just in terms of how straight that is. There. Pull that gold a bit tighter. Happy with that. And then we'll pop that onto a white face. Got there in the end. Hey. I didn't use any of the paper. I fully intended to use a little bit of this paper, which is where the colours were inspired from. I might end up putting that inside the card to kind of pull in, but it just sometimes it doesn't work out that way, does it? You think sometimes it goes in one direction and then doesn't quite fit. So I'm not going to force it onto the card just because I had kind of wanted to use it. It's still inspired by. There's wild wheat on the background with gold from the Of Art and Of Art and Texture. It's an online exclusive stamp set. A great one for backgrounds. Really good for backgrounds. I've been using it a lot lately. And let's maybe add a little bit of a splatter. And we'll take our dark wild wheat blend and add a little bit of a splatter. There. bad. It wasn't quite what I was in my head, I have to say. It's taken a completely different direction, that one. And I've got bits of gold thingy bobs and frames and things that I will be able to use for other cards. The circle didn't make it. They're going to go in my drawer on my desk. So we could pop a little bit of that paper if you wanted to. You could have that just inside. It's kind of nice, actually. You could have that inside to decorate. Just have a little. It is an extra special card, isn't it, Melissa? It's all the bells and whistles, that one. Definitely. All those embossed flowers. There we go. So, what's happening next week? Where are we? I for some reason think so I won't be with you next week, but I'll be with you the week after. So we'll already be into September when you will see me live again, because 2 weeks' time is the 1st of September. Can you believe it? So 2 weeks from today. So I'm not here next week. I will be with you the week after, and I will still be sharing things on my socials and things like that. So I'm not going anywhere from that point of view, but I'm just not going to be live. Right, let me put that to one side. I'll bring in my envelope. We can maybe just decorate that up while we finish up. I will pick some names out of the comments. You don't have to have been here live. Just any comment, whether it's a hello or anything like that in the comments, I'll pick a name out at random, or 2 names out at random, and I will send these cards out. So to give people a chance who are here on the replay as well. What day are we? Sunday. I won't do anything with it till Tuesday. So Tuesday morning. So it'll give all day tomorrow, this evening, etc. All day tomorrow. So Tuesday I will pick some names out and I will share. I'm looking for this one. And so these 2 cards will go out anywhere in the world. You can be anywhere. Don't have to be in the UK. A few of these flowers. Do some on the flap as well. There we go. I've got our envelopes all pretty ready for sending. Got our insides all done. My goodness. Denise is very late. Yes, I'm just finishing up, but I will finish up very soon, and then you'll be able to watch the replay, Janine. Cher says beautiful cards. Thank you. Right, these are the 2 cards. If you joined late, then this was the first one. The second one took a little bit more to get there, but we got there in the end. So we've got our Wildflower Designs is the stamp set, and you've got Misty Moonlight and Wild Wheat. You have to let me know whether you like a wild wheat, or this bit what Marmite don't like wild wheat so much. I won't take any offense. Oh, that's great. Leslie says inspired me to give that wild wheat a run. I'm very, very pleased to hear it. Becky says fabulous innies and envelopes. I know, I'm on fire tonight. Yeah, it's nice to have a second run around with the bundle, isn't it? It's nice to not just see it for an outing once. So yeah, I was particularly taken with this Ali and me kind of looking flower. So, right, I will leave you with to your evening or morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me as always. And I will see you not next week, but the week after. I will be back on the 1st of September with my live. And I would love to see you join for the catalogue launch on the 8th of September. So if you'd like to come and see lots of demonstrations with new goodies, come on over. It is open to everyone, £12 for online and £20 for a kit by post if you are in the UK and able to get one from me. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.